on, guys? Jeff Fan here. Iowa on the screen. This game is going to be recorded and talked about here. It's a pretty decent Iowa game. I know the color's off a little bit here, but my normal TV is in the guest bedroom, so we have company with us this week, so I'm going to have to record on a different TV. So that TV, for some reason, when I export the video, it's a little different coloring-wise, so it is what it is, but you guys get the idea. So you see there a quick rundown of the team. Bismarck, Woodland, Roma, Colorado, CNOP, Wichita, and so on and so forth. But this game showcases, in my opinion, Iowa very well. You hear a lot of people talking about Iowa, if it's been weakened or shadow nerfed or whatever the term is you want to call it. I don't agree with that sentiment. Personally, I think Iowa's as strong as she's ever been. And I think the biggest difference between what Iowa used to be and what it is now is the way people play in this game. I think people are actually a little smarter. I know people talk about all the time that player base isn't smart. It's a newer player base. They play the game wrong. They do all these things wrong. And I agree. Like sometimes the player base may not be the smartest or the best. But in general, I think that when we start getting down to the nitty gritty, I really do think that in general, especially at higher tiers, most people have improved vastly in this game. So you're watching. We're taking some shots here. Wichita goes broadside to us. We're gonna throw a salvo out. Look at those guns. I don't want to hear that these guns have been nerfed, because even on the angling of Wichita, we still chunk them for 20 plus K. So Wichita is really in a bad spot here. I like my Iowa with my Sims build. Again, that's because I think that it adds on and improves the strengths of Iowa. So you see here, Roma's pushing around the corner. We are going to send a salvo at Roma. And again, at this point, I'm in full going forward completely. I'm trying to turn in toward Roma, mitigate as much of the damage as I can. And you see there, we get another 20 plus K salvo against Roma. That's a Citadel. We're 4 salvos, 3 salvos in. We're at 51,000 damage. So I mean, come on. Like, this thing is an absolute tank. It's a juggernaut. If you know how to angle in it, and I understand that this version isn't quote unquote what it used to be in the old game, but that's also because a lot of people are, number one, playing this game more smart. And there you go, Roma, another Citadel, and he's gone. So we're up to 69,000 damage. That's a sinking, our first one, and Roma's off the board. CNOP here, Bismarck. Okay, we have a lot of juicy targets. Okay, I want to take a shot at the CNOP. I got 9 seconds on the reload. I'm waiting for it. Now I'm in a little bit of a tough spot here, because yes, Bismarck has my broadside, but he's occupied with other stuff. Ochakov's gonna send some HE my way. Okay, so I'm waiting for the CNOP to pop up. I'm hoping it does. He does. We send a full salvo his way. Now he actually shot back at us. He chucks us for like 6 or 7K, but oh my, triple Citadel. I was taking a sip of tea right there, I think, or a sip of coffee, and I think I almost lost my mind with that damage output. We almost completely knocked him out, and Dev struck him. So, yeah, don't tell me Iowa doesn't have it still. She's got it, okay? Iowa has it. I'm 7 salvos in, whatever it is, and we're at 100 and almost 120,000 damage with 5 Citadels in the sinking. Like, man, she still hits hard. Yeah, those American AP guns, they still hit hard. So you see Bismarck is there. We're going to give Bismarck a little love. We send the salvo out. Now, looking back at it, Bismarck had a little bit of an angle, so I probably should have aimed a little higher on the belt. But, is what it is. So we hit him for only 10K there. It could have probably been like a 15K salvo if I would have aimed a little better. So, again, this Iowa is absolutely disgusting. I had to take this out because in one of the Bureau projects, I think for the Colorado, or not the Colorado, for the Oklahoma, that's what it is. For the Oklahoma, I needed to play this, and I think the Georgia are the 2 ships I have. And I have an unpopular opinion on the Georgia. I don't like it at all. I think I don't like it. The 18-inch guns, and we say goodbye to CNOP. The 18-inch guns, I think when you're fighting against cruisers, they just overpen a lot, and it drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely nuts, that ship. So I decided I'd take the Iowa out, and this is the first game I got in the Iowa since I've taken it out, probably about a month and a half. So this thing is it's nasty. It hits hard. It's got the good guns. I mean, this ship is everything you could want, in my opinion, at least, from a ship like from the U.S. battleship line. So again, we're in a decent spot here. We're trying to basically flip this B cap, right? And we're also trying to do what we can to protect the A cap. Now I'm expecting somebody to come sailing around the corner here into the B cap, but again, I'm holding my shot. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to wait because I want to punish whoever this is that comes around this side. We got a heel that's going to be coming back here in a second. I'm requesting assistance here, requesting support. We got a lot of ships by our C cap. All right, now the captain of this base is going to be big for us because it's going to help, make it even with the ship count, and we're up and some points. So again, we're by stopping the enemy's accrual of points, we're going to be in a good spot. We have our friendly cruiser who hopped on to the D cap, so now we're going to be up 3 caps to 1, barring some catastrophe or whatever. So Ochakov pops up there again. I don't have a shot because of the islands and the B cap, but again, my goal and my job I see is to protect this B cap. So I'm waiting for Ochakov or whoever it is to whoever's going to sail and give me a shot. I'm going to take that shot. So Ochakov looks like a good bet. I try to line up that shot. I try to use the auto aim feature. We give him a lead. We send the salvo out, and I'm expecting to get some hits here. And it looks like we get 3 overpens. A little disappointed in that result there. I thought I had him caught pretty well, but you're about to see here that these guys actually do a great job between this Bismarck and this Odin. And of course Benson comes flying around the corner. So at this point I'm pegging Benson. I need people to shoot at Benson. My front turrets are going to be reloaded here. I send the salvo his way. We get a huge 5700 salvo against them. Now at this point I throw it forward, trying to mitigate damage. I only take 3 up, make it 4 torpedoes. So again, I need the secondaries here to chime in. I'm hoping secondaries do something. I have the back turret lined up. I send it his way and I take him out. Now notice what I did there. I did not aim down the sights, because you have a tendency when you do that to lose your pace on the enemy target, if that makes sense. Your guns have a tendency to lag behind when you really narrow it down and focus in on that. At this point, it is what it is. These 2 battleships did a good job. They crossed me up. They had me in a bad spot. The Benson basically led the charge around the corner. Now, basically, we end up, as a team, enveloping these guys. They basically sit in this B cap. So the enemy team is going to end up knocking these guys out. And I just kind of cut the end of the video here and went to the final screen because there's not much action here in this last little bit. These guys were basically just got enveloped pretty well. And it was a good play by the Charles Martel. And I think it was another enemy, or a friendly, I think it was Megami, who ended up doing a good job. The Megami pushed on the one side of the island and then ended up pushing them into the enemy. So if you liked the video, guys, leave it a like. 3300 base XP. We'll see you on the high seas.